Today we're going to make these adorable little cactus sculptures. So the first thing that we're going to do is we've got to write our name on a plate. We can't write our name on our cactus yet, so we're going to use this plate to put our cactus and our pinch pot on. So we're going to go ahead and grab on these plates. If there's another name on there, you can just mark it out and go ahead and put your name and your class code so we know whose it is. Just put it around the edge, okay? Don't put it in the middle because that's where your cactus is going to go. And put your class code. We're going to make the pot today, a little pinch pot, which will look like this when we're finished, either this color or a white. And we're going to put this little metal piece through it that'll help hold our cactus that we build next week. But today we're going to work on our pots. Let's move these out of the way. And we're going to take our clay, yours may be white or it might be red, and we're going to start by rolling it into a ball. This is step one. You want it to be nice and neat, so roll into a nice, neat ball. Okay, keep rolling, keep rolling. And once you have a ball, you're going to hold this ball in your hand, and we're going to take one finger, and we're going to push that finger down in the middle of our ball, but we're not going to go all the way to the bottom. You do not want to go all the way to the bottom. And then we're going to gently pinch the wall of your pinch pot, of your pot here, and turn it. So pinch it, turn it, pinch it, turn it. This is going to form your pot, okay, which we're going to put our cactus in. So we want to make a little pot. So you can see that I'm just going around in a circle, pinching, making it nice and neat. Take your time on this. There's no hurry. We have the entire class to do this. All right. Pinch it, turn, pinch, turn, pinch, turn, pinch, turn. Nice and neat. Smooth it out. Once you like the way it looks, go ahead and spend a few more minutes just making sure that it's nice and neat. If you see any spots that are kind of lumpy or bumpy, now's the time to fix it, because once it sits and dries, it's no longer going to be able to fix it. So you have to fix it now while the clay is still wet. So go around nice and neat. Now, when you like it, we're going to flip it over to the back, super gentle. And we're going to take this brass piece here, and we're going to stick this through our pot, all the way through where it sticks out the other side. That's what we're going to put our cactus on next week. So, gently as you can, find the middle and stick it right in the middle and push, 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 push until it's nice and straight like that. And then flip it over, and you should have a spot where it's sticking up right in the middle. And then just go around the edge of it and smooth the clay down up against it so it'll help it stick in place. We don't want it to fall out of place. All right, when you're done with this, stick this on your plate, and we are going to put this away and let it dry for a week, and then next week we'll make our cactus. All right, today we are going to make our cactus, and there are all different types of shapes of cactus, so this is going to be up to you. But what color are cactus? They're green, right? So we want to make sure that our cactus clay is green. So we're actually going to do that today using a marker. Okay, so we're going to marker on our clay just like this. So we're just going to marker, 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 marker. If you use the side of the marker, it comes off easier. So just turn it kind of to the edge. Once you've markered, you're going to fold it in half and squeeze it. Then you're going to marker again. Marker, 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 marker. Fold in half and squeeze. Marker, 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 marker. Fold in half and squeeze. We're going to keep doing this until our clay is green. Now, the more you do this, the greener your clay will be. So if you want a dark cactus like this one, you're going to have to do this for a while to get it nice and green. If you want yours lighter, you won't have to do it so much. So just keep on going. You're going to start seeing your clay start to turn green. Marker, 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 fold and squeeze. Marker, 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 fold and squeeze. Just keep on going. If you fold it and squeeze it, you won't get a lot of marker on your hands. That's a little trick to keep it from getting all over your hands. Fold and squeeze. Starting to see that my clay is starting to turn green. It's not very dark though, it's still kind of light, so I'm going to keep going so I can make it darker. Fold and squeeze. Marker, 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 fold and squeeze. All right, a few more times I think, and it'll start looking really nice. Oh yeah, it's starting to get real green now. While you're doing this, think about what shape you want your cactus to be. Okay, there's all different kinds of cactus shapes. And you may want yours the traditional that kind of look like it has arms. It's up to you. Okay, I think that mine is about ready. I kind of like this green color. If you want yours darker, keep going, add a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and start making my cactus. Okay, so putting my marker lid on, snap that cap, put it away. And I'm wanting to make mine kind of like this traditional cactus that has the middle part and then it's got arms that stick up. So I'm going to get my pot. Okay, remember last week we made our pot and we stuck this little metal part through it because that's where your cactus is going to go, right? So I'm going to lay my pot down. I've got my marker, green cactus clay here. And I'm just going to twist it and mix it for a minute to make sure that all that green is mixed in. And since I'm making mine like this, it's going to be 3 different parts. So I'm going to separate my clay into 3 different parts. I'm going to turn them into 3 different balls. This is going to be my cactus. All right, so I'm going to start, I'm going to make these a little bit smaller. Make the middle part bigger, I think. There we go. So I'm going to start by making my middle part first. So I want that to be kind of tall and skinny. So I'm going to take my biggest ball and I'm going to start rolling it back and forth until it gets kind of tall. Doesn't have to be a perfect shape because cactuses are not perfect shapes. And I'm going to go ahead and take this and stick it right in the middle of that little brass metal piece that we have stuck in there. And then I'm going to shape it how I want it. Okay. Now I'm going to take these 2 pieces to be the arms. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to gently roll it back and forth until it starts growing, stretching. And that's going to be one of my arms. But I want it to be bent up. So I'm going to bend the side of it. See how I bent that? And I'm going to stick it on there. Now you're going to have to stick it on there really good if you want it to stay. So stick it on there, but then kind of squish it into place. All right, I'm going to do my other side. Making it grow longer. Then I'm going to kind of bend it. Okay, I'm going to go to my other side of my cactus. I'm going to stick it on there. All right, I think he's on there. Squish them. All right, make sure everything's gripping in place. Okay, I've got to let my cactus dry, and then next week we will add some lines to him to make him look like a cactus like this, and we'll decorate our pots. Alright guys, today we are going to add our cactus lines on our cactus. See how those have lines going down it? To make it look like a cactus. And we're going to do that by using a green Sharpie. So I'm going to grab my green Sharpie and I'm going to start with my big part of my cactus first. And I'm going to go to the very top and put a dot. See that dot in the very top? That's where we're going to start all of our lines. So I'm going to go to that dot. And I'm going to draw a line straight down my cactus all the way till I get to my pot. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then I'm going to go back to that dot and draw another line straight down. And then I'm going to go down until I get to the arm. Then I'm going to go to the back, find that dot, draw your line straight down. Just do the best you can on this. It does not have to be perfect. Go back to that dot, draw your line straight down. Just keep going, turn it, go back to the dot, draw a line straight down, all the way to your pot. Okay, I got my big part done. Now I'm going to do it for my arms. I'm going to put a dot on top of my arm, and then I'm going to draw the line straight down. Go back to the dot, draw my line straight down. Just keep going back to your dot and draw your lines. Go to the other arm, put a dot, draw your line. Just do your best you can. These do not have to be perfect lines. Okay, once you have your lines on there, go ahead and put that marker away. And we're going to decorate our pot using some pretty metallic markers, and we're going to just draw some pretty decorations on there. You can do whatever you want. This one I drew all different types of lines, stripes, castle lines, zigzag lines, X lines. You're going to do what you want to do on yours. I'm going to move these aside, and you can use whatever color you want. I think I'll start off with this green, and I think I'll draw a wavy line. Let's see here. Ooh, it's falling. I'm going to go around my pot and draw a wavy line all the way around. Does not have to be perfect. Just do the best you can. Okay, snap that cap. I'm going to get a different color. I think I'll do a castle line this time, and that's a fun one. We'll go up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over. We're going to do that all the way around. Just keep turning them. All right, grab a different one. I'm gonna do, I think a zigzag line this time. You can choose whatever lines you want to do. You know how to draw these lines. We've been doing them all year. So I'm gonna do up, down, 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 up, down. All right, so I'm done. I don't really have any more room for my lines. If you get done early and you would like a flower added to yours, so some cactuses have a flower growing out the top. I'm going to come around with a hot glue gun, and I will glue your little flower to your cactus just like that. Okay, you don't have to have a flower, but if you do want a flower, I will come around. If you're being a really good listener and you've got your lines done, I will come around and go ahead and glue that on. Okay, and we'll let it dry, and the next week you can take it home.